Good morning, everyone. This is Officer Frank, and I am going to be reading chapters 124 through 128 of Dogtown. So here we go. Hope you enjoy. I hopped up the path to the porch. The wicker chairs had not been covered. The flyers on the doorknob had not been collected. The snow on the path had not been shoveled. No one was home. I ran around the yard, peeing on every bush. Then I curled up in my favorite spot under the porch swing and fell into a deep sleep. The next morning, when I woke up, the driveway was still empty, the house still deserted, the porch covered with ice. I was stiff with cold, my mouth dry, my bones achy. I melted snow on my tongue and kept waiting. I didn't know what else to do. By mid-morning, it was warmer. Comforting smells filled the air. The wood-burning stove next door, the cornbread baking across the street, the sun-baked bicycle grease smell on the porch. This was home. If I was going to the great dog park in the sky, I wanted to leave from here. I heard a delivery truck pull into the driveway. A man with dreads, purple glasses jumped out. He wore a brown uniform and smelled like double mint gum. Dikembe. I loved Dikembe, the UPS driver who left packages for the professor. I wagged my tail. Chance, where you been, girl? Dikembe reached his coat in his coat pocket for a biscuit. I swallowed it whole as Dikembe carried a large suitcase upstairs and rolled it to the door. He reached in his pocket for another biscuit. Cold out here for you, Dikembe said, scratching me behind my left ear. I liked my left ear scratch better than my right ear scratch, and Dikembe remembered that. You okay here? He asked, but I wasn't paying attention to him right then because I had sniffed something. I stared at the suitcase. Even with all the new smells, airplane exhaust, garlic bread, double mint gum, I caught the aroma of toasted almonds and manila folders. Professor J. Besser, the tag said. I crawled onto the suitcase and curled up, happier than I had been for a long time. It was only after Dikembe left that I began thinking about what management had said to me. Nobody wants a dog with 3 legs. It was late that afternoon when a strange car pulled into the driveway. It wasn't the dog sitter's car or the dog sitter's boyfriend's truck or the Besser's station wagon. I jumped up and began barking. The car door opened. I heard a shout. Chance, Jessie cried. A blue net cap pulled down low. Mom, it's Chance. Honey, that's not possible, the professor said as she struggled to unload her suitcase from the trunk. It's her. Look, Mom. Jessie tore up the steps 2 at a time. When she reached me, she buried her face in my fur and tenderly whispered my name. She smelled of blueberry pancakes, pink bubble gum, and coconut shampoo. She came home, Jessie whispered. The professor let the suitcase fall to the ground as the man in the car waved and drove away. For goodness sake, the professor murmured. Then we all were hugging, and I inhaled sweet scents of humans that I loved. Toasted almonds, manila folders, and blueberry pancakes all together again. I told you that the picture of the dog in the furniture store, the one next door, I told you it was her, Jessie said. I don't see how that's possible, Professor Besser scratched behind my left ear. The dog sitter emailed me she'd run away in January. That's almost a year ago. Maybe she lived in the furniture store, or maybe she was waiting here for us the whole time. Jessie kissed the top of my head. The dog sitter was here until a few days ago. She would have told us if Chance had come back. She's cold, Mom. Look, she's shivering, Jessie pulled me even closer. Let's get her inside, Professor said. But I didn't want to go inside. If I moved from my suitcase, they'd see I only had 3 legs. Time to go in, sweet dog, Professor Besser said. I stalled, waiting for them to turn around. There was no way to jump off the suitcase without them seeing me. Jessie got her purple plastic wheeler bag and bumped it up the stairs to the porch. The professor carried, half-dragged, her last suitcase in the door. Then they waited for me. Chance, you're home, Jessie said. There's nothing I could do. I took a deep breath, leapt off the suitcase, and dashed by them, hopping as fast as I could. The professor gasped. Jesse, she said, Chance, you're missing a leg. Jesse came closer, inspected my stump. Chance, what happened to you? The mouse were here, maybe he could perform the story for them, but I didn't have hands the way he did. All I could think to do was my act. The tripod juggle. The hug and snuggle. The dog plays dead. A ball on my head. And a one-pawed spin. Okay, guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoy the book. See you later.